Joining us now, radio host and Fox Business contributor Tammy Bruce. Tammy, that was a whopper out of President Biden saying that he believes that Putin has already made the decision to invade Ukraine.
Well, I think it's not surprising, obviously, with the massment of troops on the border with Ukraine, in addition to the statements that Putin has already made. The fact that a lot of people have presumed that he was simply waiting until the end of the Olympics, which is on Sunday. And I think that many have noted that, in fact, it was at the beginning of the Biden administration that bad actors were beginning to think, what was it we could get away with, whether it was Iran or Russia or China or North Korea, with the Biden election. But then he allows the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. He steps away from stopping that. That, of course, inspires Russia. We then cut down, as your other guests have noted and reminded everyone, our own energy independence, stopping the Keystone Pipeline. So there's some inspiration before, but the ultimate inspiration, Dagan, of course, was Afghanistan. If there was any concern by Putin or Xi or anybody else in the world about what was Biden made of, what was the bureaucracy of America made of, they saw that it was not much in Afghanistan. So this is, of course, if anybody's going to do anything, they know now is the time, because they know what American elections are coming up. They know about the midterms. They know about the presidential election. They're watching Donald Trump. They know this will likely change. And so this is also valuable for China. There was a meeting between Russia and China at the beginning of the Olympics. They had their conversation. So China's interested in what's going to be happening here because they've got their own designs, obviously, on Taiwan. So this is going to be the beginning of something. It is going to be a test. And I pray to God that somebody else is helping with the decision making, because otherwise this is not going to go very well.
Why hasn't the U.S. and our allies been more aggressive at laying sanctions on rather than being reactive and waiting for Putin first and foremost? But secondly, you were talking about Afghanistan. The New York Post, in its editorial today, noted this about Kamala Harris's, the vice president's, presence overseas right now. And the New York Post wrote, the only thing in Harris's favor is that she had no part in handling Biden's last big foreign policy crisis, Afghanistan. Maybe she is the best that we have to offer.
But didn't she say she was the last person in the room when he was making the decisions about Afghanistan?
She said that.
She was the one there. You know, I mean, this is, they got to get their spin straight for the administration. I mean, this is, she's now at that meeting. And of course, part of that meeting's discussion in Munich is global warming, is climate change. You know, I mean, a nuclear winter will stop climate change. I think it'll shift it just a little bit. But this is bizarre when it comes to the approach of the administration. We know it's bizarre. And I think with the sanctions issue, they clearly are against and frightened of doing anything that might provoke a response against us. But we're past that. This potential and probable invasion of Ukraine is a response to their failures, to their actions across the board. It's a remarkable thing to watch. And I think that ultimately, when we're looking at how the world's going to view us after this, look, when he telegraphs and this administration tells the world, we are not going to send troops into Ukraine. Now, many people don't want us to. I understand that. But you don't tell everybody, right? You leave that as something that might postpone or make them not want to do it. Every single thing is telegraphed. So even the statements today, Dagan, it was like he was being a reporter. He was doing a book report on what everybody else has also seen. I mean, we know these things. And I'm concerned that there's nothing actually going on behind the scenes that will make a difference here. And Putin knows that as well. And we just have to hold on for all of the loved ones who are serving in the military, who are positioned in that region, who are positioned in Japan. It is a frightening time.
Well said. And amen to that. Tammy Bruce, thank you for being here. Always.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.